Welcome in. It is the ATB show at the buzzer, atbshow.com. You can go there to get all of the links for all of the things. We are brought to you by our dear friends and sponsors, whether they like it or not. AAA Work Trucks. Rubber Shoes, take it away.
AAA Work Trucks, your one-stop shop for all your work truck needs. If it goes in or on a vehicle, it's a good bet AAA can take care of it for you. Give them a call at 866-783-6222 or check them out online at aaaworktrucks.com.
It really is a thing of beauty, right? You know he practices. There's a mirror in the shower, and it's not for shaving his beard. It's absolutely for him to practice. Well, I don't know.
I've been doing it on the wrap up every morning for the last.
I know. I was about to give you credit. So what people need to understand: for 4,000 years, Rubber Shoes every morning brings you all the inflammation. It'll be on a quiz. Write that down. All the information from what happened in Boston sports, New England sports for that matter, the day
and
before.
The World Cup.
So he is. Yes.
You touch on Connecticut sports. I haven't tuned in a while.
I was gonna say.
Is there a men's professional sports down in Connecticut?
No, there's a couple. There's a really good women's team and two top 10 men's.
Adam,
top 10
you know
men's and
smell?
women's team.
You know what I smell? Misogyny. That's what I smell.
Oh,
anyway,
I love him.
So anyway,
He's gonna do what brings in the views, Adam.
Welcome in. We've got
the five that he gets.
Welcome in. I am in beautiful downtown New Hampshire. Adam is in Connecticut, and we've got Rubber Shoes and Little Shoes in Studio A and B in Lowell.
In the same building.
Scotty Dukes, Uncle
Right
Dukes is
behind me,
off because Uncle Dukes, one of his short people, Big Nate, is celebrating his 13th birthday. So we want to say happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, Nate.
Happy birthday, Big Nate.
Yeah, and I love it. He's always called him Big Nate. And beyond that, at some point, and I love Scotty, and I'm also challenged vertically, at some point, Logan and Big Nate will both be taller than him, and I welcome that because that's coming to a theater near him for sure. And don't get me wrong, Scotty probably, and I just saw him in Pi Day. I don't know if he's my height or taller, probably taller. Let's assume he is. His dad, though, you have to understand. I'll use Richard. He'll appreciate this. Rick Duquette, the famous Rick Duquette, is about 3'9" on a good day. So
wow.
Yeah, and I don't know where it might come from if the growth happens because Amy is also not 6'2", Mother Duquette. But I trust that Big Nate will be taller at some point than Scotty, and I'm looking forward to that. But Big Nate, congratulations and happy birthday, his 13th birthday. So
I think we need to get Big Nate on the show with Little Shoes and see who can hold a can and make it look smaller.
Oh, Little Shoes probably holds that for the rest of Evers. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that in the Corey family. So I'm.
Oh boy.
There it is.
I'm the third. So
That's what I come here to do.
Bill Senior was about 5'4". Bill Junior was 5'6", 5'7". I'm 6'1".
Wow.
I have a
remind me
cousin
again, Little Shoes, how tall are you?
6'5".
And he's 6'5".
So if he has a son, I mean, look out. That NBA is calling.
In the Corey family, I'm Little Billy.
Little Billy.
Yeah. So I have
Yes!
I have a cousin. I have a cousin. She's like 30.
Change the name, Timmy.
20,
Change the
28
name.
years younger than me,
We're
right?
in. We're in. Stand by.
So I have a cousin who's 28 years younger than me, and I went to her birthday party once, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, little Billy's coming." So she's like, 6, 7 years old, and I'm, 30.
Little Billy.
6'1", and I come over like they're like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm Little Billy." Like, "You're Little Billy?"
Yeah.
Little Billy Shoes, I think we want.
Stand
Right?
by.
Is that
Stand
what
by.
we're
I know.
looking
I
for?
don't. It
How many
auto-corrected.
sauces are we in?
It auto-corrected. Very annoyed. How's that? Is that good?
Right.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yep.
Little Billy Shoes.
Well, I don't
that's
want to
Lil.
get. I don't need Little Shoes' lawyer calling me
Right.
and getting
right.
sued for
Point.
intellectual property. So I had to spell
Fair
it
point.
differently. Yes. Yeah.
Little Shoes has a agent and a manager.
And
so
of
we wanna be
course,
careful.
the Russians, who I'm sure are watching as well. So yeah, I don't
Right,
want to piss
of
off
course.
anybody. That being said, that is horrifying and accurate. I trust. Yeah. Yeah. Love it.
Little Little Billy.
Love all.
Is this the new? It's got to replace Rubber Shoes, doesn't it? I mean, Rubber Shoes has been for a while, but I think Little Billy's got to replace it.
Yeah, I don't like playing with the graphics in the middle of the show, but I just did just to make sure.
Can't change the Rubber Shoes wrap up though, you know.
Well, that's true. We could. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, we'll keep it Rubber Shoes.
Well, I mean, you said it out loud, dude. I mean, so. Anyway, happy birthday! Happy birthday to Big
change
Nate,
100 times in a show, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I got to be honest. So you boys will love this. I got had a few conversations. Checked in with Uncle Chad in the last couple of days, and also talked to Bobby Dugan. And Bobby Dugan says when he watches the show, this is amazing. He goes, one of the best things from one of the last episodes was when mid-show I changed Uncle Dukes to Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. So
he was knocking back a whole bottle. I mean, it was crazy.
In honor of our compadre, because normally Uncle Dukes would be here drinking an entire bottle of brown liquor. I'm going to let you know that here at the office, we're having a little bit of because like any port in a storm, we're having a myriad of cocktail parties. There's a happy hour going on down the hallway in our Shark Tank, and not a sponsor yet. I'm looking at you, Warburn, because that's where they live. Lord Hobo Boom Sauce. So this is number 2, and when this is empty, which will be in about 4 minutes, we're going to move to the 617.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, they're my favorite, which was gone by the time I got down the hall. Those friggin' ruffians is Lord Hobo Juice Lord, which is their citrusy IPA. It's phenomenal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you haven't, they are a local brewer in New England. They're out of Woburn. They're phenoms. I believe they're Woburn. There's also Night Shift. That might be Woburn. I might be making stuff up, but they're both Bostonish local, and Lord Hobo's phenomenal.
Well, we should give them their proper due. I'm going to look it up and see.
Yeah, and also in order to make up for the fact that they're not yet a sponsor, I'm also going to thank our dear friends at AAA Work Trucks for making all of this possible. So whatever excites you, inspires you, or offends you in the next 60 minutes, it's all their fault. Give them a call. Yeah.
So you're right, Woburn, and then they have 2 satellite locations in Cambridge and Seaport.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Seapot,
to say the least. So I love the Rubber Shoes has on the Buccaneers jersey. I had an epiphany on Monday night. Well, here's the thing. I do believe one of us on the show, might have been me, said at the start of the season, probably me, that the Patriots would go 8-9, miss the playoffs, and that the Bucs would go 8-9 and miss the playoffs. Now, not knowing that the NFC South was going to be deplorable. Yeah. So this just in. Brady could be 1-16 at the end of the year, and he'd still be in the playoffs.
Right.
Watching him do what he does, and honestly, from a human element, knowing what he's going through personally, watching him do what he did on Monday night, it is a chapter in his book of greatness.
100%.
The 2 TDs in
He's been
under
much
3
better
minutes.
since it happened.
What's that?
He's had much better performances since it's all gone down.
He's starting to click, and I have to. And in my head, knowing that our local team is not going to do anything remarkable in late January, we're not going to be part of that conversation. I don't feel. And if he is going to be the Great Wall of Stop between Mahomes and another title, I'm back on board.
Yeah, but Mahomes is not a shoo-in to get to the Super Bowl.
I'm not saying he is.
The Bengals just knocked him senseless again. So.
I'm going to root for everybody in the AFC to knock him out.
Right.
And if it gets to it, I need Brady to take care of Voldemort. I can't live in a country where Mahomes and his horrible wife. If you want to future cast ex-wives, it's her.
Yeah, 100%.
She's a maniac.
Yeah, she's the worst.
She's been with him since high school, though.
I do not care, Your Honor. I don't.
Oh, she's unbearable.
And I know she's spitting out puppies.
And
Wow,
also,
that was
his brother's
offensive. Welcome to the
too.
show.
He's used to it.
She's spitting out puppies and building her alimony. They will not see the end of days.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. I'm on the Brady front on the playoffs. I have to say because, well, I definitely after winning on Monday, they're definitely in the driver's seat to get into the playoffs. And I frankly, there's not really a team in the NFC. I know people will say the Eagles, but the Eagles have their flaws too. And the Patriots, the Bucks they're hitting their stride. I hate to say it. I know they didn't look great through 3 quarters, but they're hitting their stride. I think Brady is a December quarterback, 100%, January quarterback, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that they end up in the Super Bowl, in my view.
I highly disagree, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Their
The Cowboys
offensive
would
line
squash
is in
them.
shambles.
The Vikings would kill them. The Eagles would too. The team, and plus you got to think, I mean, there was, except for the last 3 minutes, the Bucks looked really bad. I understand it's the Saints and they always kind of struggle, but
the Vikings made the Patriots offense look like the greatest show on turf. I mean, let's be honest. And the Patriots can't do anything at all on offense this season. So I wouldn't say the Vikings are in the way of the Bucks. I could see the Cowboys. The Cowboys have a fast defense. I could see the Cowboys taking it to the Bucks, but outside of that, even the Eagles. I think the Bucks could potentially knock off the Eagles if they were even faced with that. You know, it depends on their road to the Super Bowl, anyways. So I don't know. I see Brady as a potential.
Also,
there's a good chance that the Buccaneers will be hosting a first round playoff game, and they'll be the underdogs in that game.
And there's also still it's getting out of the reach of possibility now, but I did look over their schedules. There is still a chance that the Falcons end up winning this division and the Buccaneers don't even make the playoffs.
I mean, anything's possible, but they're in the driver's seat at this point, right?
Whoa. What are you doing research, Tyler?
Yeah, seriously, we don't do research on this show.
You're ruining the entire concept of the show. Yes. Yeah.
This is a gut feeling show. That's what it is all about.
And a half ahead.
At the buzzer, hashtag all about the feels. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And also to look for too, the week 17 is Falcons against Buccaneers. So that could very well be for the spot.
And you would bet against Brady going up against the Falcons, who are mediocre at best.
Who won the first matchup against them?
They already beat the Buccaneers before.
Okay, but that's at the beginning of the season, right? I'm thinking Brady is.
It wasn't that long ago.
Stride.
Like I know you have this like new stride he has, but like it's not like there's a difference from saying like, oh, they beat him like week 1, week 2 when most teams haven't been figured out, but it was still recent enough. Once again I agree with you. I think Brady would win and the Buccaneers would beat them, but it's not like a crazy forbidden thing to say that they would. I think the defense has stepped up because I feel like the defense seemed really undisciplined. But I think they got kind of sick of Brady. I mean, Brady still threw a tantrum on Monday, but so it's not like they're still. It's not like they're preventing them, but they're trying. I don't know. I guess that's the rest of it. This is a random dark horse thing, but I would really like to see the Lions make their way into the playoffs.
Oh,
so the Bucks beat the Falcons, by the way. The Bucks beat the Falcons the first time they met, 21-15. In this week year? 5 or 6.
I could have sworn they lost. I guess not. Maybe I'm just thinking. Maybe I got confused because the Panthers had a shot at being first and they beat the Buccaneers. That might have been it.
That might be it. So it remains to be seen. But I think your point, Tim, that Brady looked pretty good on Monday night. Well, he
looked horrible.
He looked horrible except
until the last few minutes.
Until the end, and the fact that he's capable of doing that, and the fact that I think everyone on the planet and maybe 7 people on Mars were like, "Oh, they're screwed. Here comes Brady." Yeah. Like we've all read this book. Like Timmy falls in well, Lassie goes drinking, Timmy dies. Right? Like we've read this a million times. Doesn't matter if you choose your own adventure, page 17, page 38. Brady figures it out. Right. And it was as a human, it was fun to watch him do that, knowing what he's going through.
Yeah, I agree.
And people oh, but he's rich. It's still a divorce. It's still a huge thing. He's got a ton going on. He is the most watched athlete on the planet besides Aaron Judge. We'll get to that later. And before we change topics, I have to ask. The camera that Little Shoes is using is either a Ring doorbell or you've got some fisheye thing going on. Because it's a completely different angle, dude. I'm so confused right now.
Well, no,
I don't know if I'm getting DoorDash delivered or if you're on my show. I have no idea what's happening.
happening because my PC never works for this show.
Okay.
So I'm on the laptop in front of the PC. So it's
I-
like a good foot lower than it usually would be.
And that to our dear listener, singular, we appreciate the
it might
fact
be a little
of the
dusty.
effort that you made. Oh my God, what's happening? Okay, all right, we're
I'll
back.
say it might be a
And we're
little
back.
dusty.
Yeah, it's a whole. Usually I can
Professionalism
see
on this show.
Usually I can see like 92 pairs of Jordans, 58 pairs of Dunks, and all I have is like I don't know. It's just a different angle.
Yeah.
Oh, there they are. I appreciate that.
There's the shoe
it's,
closet.
It's
Yeah.
a different angle. Yeah.
No,
End of story. Yeah.
Can
Anyway,
you see me?
we can see everything. Yeah, it's great.
On my
Stacked to
screen,
the
and
ceiling.
here.
Stacked to the
Amazing.
ceiling. Yep.
you can see me moving right now.
Do you have an inventory? No, we can't see you moving. Now
No,
you're
he's
frozen.
I was
now.
gonna say
Now
it's
you're
frozen
frozen.
on my screen.
Oh, you
know.
jinxed the
Had to
camera.
mess around with it.
Man.
That's awful.
Can we invest in some technology? What's going on? This is
Maybe if I
2023,
play
man.
around with it again, it'll work.
Oh, it's
What is
2023
happening?
still, but
I love
I
it.
don't know.
I,
Never hear if it ain't broke.
it ain't
touch
broke.
it.
It is broke. That's the problem. It's
all
broke.
right, now,
Well, it
now,
wasn't until he touched it.
totally distracted. We'll get back to sports in Q5.
Phase.
Rubber shoes. What is going on over your left shoulder?
Oh my god.
Is that like 3M tape where you used to have awards hanging and now they're gone?
Hold it.
What is taking place in America right now?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Little Shoes is back.
Studio
So,
B and Studio C are
Not a
falling
sponsor.
apart.
Those 3M strip things that aren't supposed to wreck your wall.
You're picking
Oh
a fight
my
with
God.
3M?
3M,
Well, now it's
not a
connected
sponsor.
to the webcam on the laptop, so it's even worse now.
I love all of it, Little Shoes. We appreciate your effort. Yes.
Now Little Shoes looks like he's going to jump through the camera.
Don't touch anything because you're currently
I gotta
live.
step back now.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my God.
Whew, that was a lot. What else do we have to talk about? I think that's it, right?
So many. No, we covered Brady. We got to talk about the Pats and the uproar on the sideline from our dear quarterback Mac Jones.
Yes.
There is certainly our hockey team and our basketball team, and nothing happened at Fenway.
Oh,
Something
you
happened
haven't
in the
been
Bronx
updated
today.
No, we
Something
had a-
happened in the Bronx today.
Well, something
we
happened
got
in
a sign.
Fenway today too.
Oh, I missed that
I
because
don't
it
even
was
watch the damn baseball, and I knew this.
over. No, I didn't. No, I apologize. I saw the headline from the Bronx. What did I miss?
All right.
Let's go.
What
back.
happened
They
at
signed
Fenway? Let's start there.
reliever Henley Jensen.
You're making my point. Nothing happened at Fenway today. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he's-
he's
Like what?
He's actually good.
Henley
Yeah,
Jensen
he's
sounds
like-
like Henley Jensen sounds like the cookies next to Amos and Andy that you don't buy. Or
Yeah,
Famous Amos,
40
whatever it is.
41 saves last year
Yeah, he's actually
for
genuinely
the
good.
Braves.
I think you're burying the lead, Rubber Shoes. I mean, Little Billy Shoes. I'm sorry. You're burying the lead. Aaron Judge, go ahead, Timmy. You had the breaking news.
Or Kenley,
fact-
sorry, Kenley
fact-
Jensen.
Yeah, you don't even know his name.
I always know. I know it was last time. I knew who he was when they said it.
Oh my god.
He was the closer for the Dodgers, and then last year he was
love it.
was with the Braves.
Rubber Shoes. Did anything happen in New York?
No.
Yeah, they're gonna be horrible in 5 years.
Oh my god.
They're-
Oh my god.
Mark your calendars.
Well,
Mother of Pop Tarts. What is happening?
oh man.
The
Red
fact
Sox
that
are
he
gonna
went
be
on this
amazing.
tour. The fact that he
I'm
gave
sorry, I
me.
didn't realize this was a Yankees show.
Nope, stay with me. The fact that he gave me a semblance of hope that he was going to start to crack the armor of the Yankees
Right.
and go somewhere else because there were rumors that he was on the West Coast and he was talking to other teams. And
There was
I
a
mean,
report
Lord,
that he
Lord
signed
knows,
with
Lord knows,
Giants.
Fenway Sports Group was never going to make a real offer to him. But until
was a
this
report.
morning, who knew? And then he comes up 9 years, 360, 40 a
Tom
year.
Brady.
He's going to retire a Yankee.
He
Great.
faked left, went right.
No, I completely appreciate that. I shouldn't be shocked. I'm not really shocked. I'm just annoyed.
Listen, you say crack the armor. To be honest, it doesn't even really bother me because they've had him all these years and they've accomplished absolutely nothing with him, and he's proven that he can't do anything in the playoffs. So this doesn't make them any better. It's like they would have been worse without him, obviously, but it's not like this is a big change for them. They're going to be stuck in the same spot they are, and they're going to suck. F the Yankees. Sorry.
Yeah, your lips to God's ears. I I pray that's the truth.
Had to get
because-
that off my chest.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, he hasn't been a difference maker, and for all the Yankees fans that booed him during the playoffs, because in that final series he decided not to show up. You also can't. I don't know. I mean, he had a phenomenal year. He set records, and he's awesome. And would anybody on this show be upset if he was going to be at a press conference tomorrow at Fenway?
No.
No, of course not. But
Right.
I'm,
yeah.
I'm just
and
saying, like, it's the Yankees are going to be the same Yankees.
Yeah,
And-
little shoes. I guess I'm wrapping it in the same conversation that it's clearly obvious that they're not making any effort to talk to.
No,
What's that?
there was a lot of, in the last 2 hours, there's been a lot of Twitter chatter that the Red Sox are in heavy negotiations with Xander Bogaerts, and they are very close.
With Zambo.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. That came from Pete Abraham,
Twitter chatter.
Heyman, Will Middlebrooks. They all came. And Will Middlebrooks said that Xander Bogaerts is very good friends with Jansen, who you don't know about.
Is it Kelsey or Kerry or Barry? What is it?
Kenley Jansen.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody knows. And I appreciate that because I think he is a domino that knocks into the next one, and then next year, their next negotiation is going to be emotionally tied to that because if they can get Zambo to say yes and sign, what are they talking about for numbers for Zambo?
They said they're in the ballpark. They're where Trey Turner, I think he got 27 a year. They're in that ballpark, right around 27 a year. It's going to be probably depending on how many years they decide. And with Judge getting 9 years, I'm sure it's going to be somewhere,
8-ish,
7 to 9 years, I
eight.
bet.
Yeah. Well, and that's huge because of, again, as you asked, flowers thrown to Little Billy Shoes. As you asked when you had a chance to talk to our dear friends at Fenway, you've got a proven talent who has clearly demonstrated the fact that he can handle the heat in Boston. Does that matter? Right? And Heim was like, well, of course it does. And we have to have our conversations. And he was completely political, which I appreciate. You get Zambo locked down. That makes Devers think twice about moving.
Right.
I think that almost finishes the conversation.
I wasn't able to find a proper number, but
they have to make the number right. Correct, Little Shoes. They have to make the number right for Devers to stay. But when you keep Zambo, you're starting to build a conversation about we want to keep the band together.
correct.
Zambo goes, Devers is almost just like, I'm going to just go out and have a good year and raise my rent
Exactly.
for whoever signs me.
And I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame them because they got to figure it out. Are you worried about NASCAR, soccer, LeBron, stupidity? Like, what is your thing right now? And you know what? For all the things that the Fenway Sports Group is, stop sending John Henry out to do anything. He's like a human yawn with a checkbook. Like, he is not. He's not who should be speaking for your group, right?
Well, he's the principal owner.
I do not care.
Whatever he wants.
I know, but you know what? Big corporations, right? Like there's the owner, there's the mouthpiece.
Like the United States of America?
There's the owner and there's the mouthpiece. And you should have somebody who's obviously having conversations on behalf of your company. It doesn't need to be the person with the checkbook. It's not a great idea. Not a great idea.
Rubber Shoes is trying to bait me into a.
He's trying to goat you in. Yes.
Political conversation.
So back to the Red Sox.
Adam and I have a podcast coming called Red, White, and Screw. It's starting in January. We'll see you then.
Yeah, have fun.
The one thing I don't like.
I actually like that. I'm calling my people right now. We'll have a logo built in 10 minutes.
Let's
The
do it.
Red Sox have signed 3 people for the bullpen, so that means most likely that Garrett Whitlock is going to be a starter next year, which I really like him better in the bullpen. He's been solid in the bullpen, and when he's been a starter, hasn't been as great as when he was pitching out of the bullpen. So that's one thing I'm not keen on.
I just checked. The Celtics and the Bruins are still in first place.
And guess what? They're both playing tonight.
Yes!
Oh my God. Rubber Shoes was so mad. And I almost jumped into the chat. So for friends of the show, obviously we're all texting when stuff is on. and Rubber Shoes on Monday night. So you could hear him.
Yeah.
I almost pictured him T9 texting, right? Like hitting every button 3 times to get to what he wanted. Or flipping up his sidekick like Neo. So Rubber Shoes is like, of course, the Celtics and the Bruins are on, and it's Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like he was sitting like Pigpen in the Peanuts with a little swirl of smoke over his head. So angry.
And I
Think
was
they
at the
would've
fire
listened after-
station.
Your first rant, like a year and a half ago.
3 games and burgers and tots. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. But
yeah.
Rubber Shoes tonight, isn't it different though tonight because the Celtics are on the West Coast, so they don't start until 10.
Yeah, so are the Bruins.
Oh, the Bruins are on the West Coast
can't-
too.
I
Oh.
can't.
Bruins are on a 3-game West Coast trip. Celtics are on a 4-game West Coast trip.
So what's
So they
happening at
both
TD
left
Garden?
the
Are
Garden at
they,
the same time.
yeah. Is there a concert or something happening at the Garden? There's got to be.
Nope.
It's just sitting empty
Yeah,
for 4
Taylor
days.
Swift, but nobody
So,
can get tickets, so she's just going to play to an empty house.
Yeah. So tonight, the Bruins are on at 9 and the Celtics are on at 10.
I got to be honest. That's not even like and I know I've said this a million times. The worst sports viewing situation on planet America is when the Red Sox are on the West Coast.
Oh, it's terrible.
I can't stay
You
up
even
to
stay
watch
awake
it.
for it?
Yeah.
No way.
First pitch at 10:08. You know what? There's
Yeah.
a term for that. It's called "fuck you." Sorry, Mrs.
Yeah,
Corey.
the game's
Like,
going to
West
get
Coast-
over at 1
West
o'clock.
Coast
in the
Red
morning.
Sox.
I just want to
Actually,
say,
that's prime
Rubber Shoes-
time for
Rubber Shoes-
Tyler, actually.
Well,
Rubber
yeah.
Shoes, you're not right.
baseball,
the
though.
Garden is being used. Andrea Bocelli is playing there a couple nights from now, and the Kiss 108 Jingle Ball is happening this weekend.
Oh,
so
you'll love this. Guess who's going to be at the Jingle Ball with his beloved wife and his 2 daughters, Uncle Chad.
of course he is.
To which he let me know, I see you, iHeartMedia, and you're criminals. He apparently, Uncle Chad, who's wildly connected, said he dropped. I sat through therapy to say this without crying. $1,600 on Jingle Ball tickets.
What?
Was that aftermarket, I
So,
hope?
well,
There's
and-
nobody even there. It's the worst
I'll
lineup
buy
of all
tickets
time.
right now.
Uncle Chad said that
Oh my
also based on, and hi Bob Pittman, idiots. The iHeartMedia, what they're basically doing now, because they've just decided to like do what they do. You know, if you listen to radio now, if you listen to most radio now, top 40 for sure, they're like, hey, if you want a chance to win the car, go to our website /win the car.
Yeah,
Because they're just
Ticket
plugging that
120.
into every station, right? So they don't mention the station call letters ever. So that being said, they're taking the Jingle Ball show on the road.
right.
The only location in North America that sold out was Boston.
Wow,
And
no
I think that's because our dear friends in Medford, have a little more zhuzh, and they built probably a better lineup than Kiss in LA got or anybody else. And yeah, he said for him and his wife and the 2 girls,
Wow.
$1,600. Not to mention you're at the Garden. They're going to sell you a larger boom sauce than this, and it's also going to be $40 a can.
Of course,
yeah,
of course.
he's
No,
into it.
I
Probably,
think
and they're
they're
probably going to grab a hotel
$18.
room. So he's into Jingle
I just
Ball
looked-
for like
I just looked.
$5K.
The Jingle Ball tickets are $120 cheapest.
Jingle Ball is Jack Harlow and the Backstreet Boys. That's who's headlining. Like $1,600, man. Oof.
I like
That's a
Jack
lot
Harlow.
for-
I like
I'd
Jack
go to-
Harlow.
I,
Backstreet Boys.
I like Jack Harlow
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like Jack Harlow too. But am I going to go drop
His music is okay.
His best song is Best Friend. I love that song.
Good song.
Yes, very
Is
good song.
the only thing I don't like about that song isn't that the one that Tyler Hero was in the video for?
No,
Which
that's
was
Tyler
absolutely
Hero.
horrific.
Tyler Hero.
Probably.
The song called Tyler Hero. Is one
the
Tyler
name
Hero
of the song is Tyler Hero. Oh, okay,
Yes.
all right.
That song
My
actually
mistake.
ain't
Yeah,
bad.
no,
I
yeah.
missed that song.
Because I
Best-
like the song, but it's super
Best
annoying.
Friend is more about a song with Tyler Hero and Mia Khalifa. If you don't know what I'm
Gotcha.
talking about, look it up. Yeah. Anyway, look at Rubber Shoes laughing. We're all getting divorced. Anyway. all right,
Oh
yeah,
no!
yeah. Look at Rubber Shoes still laughing. Anyway.
Oh
right.
man!
So Celtics, Bruins, Patriots, or Needlepoint? What's next?
Celtics. The Celtics are in first place. They're
Okay.
playing the Suns tonight. It's the marquee matchup of the week
Yeah, that's.
for
The
sports.
Mohegan
Hey,
Suns?
are-
No, yes, the Mohegan Suns.
I
Are we
don't know.
gonna go after
Wait,
that?
so just
that
to
new
just to
trophy?
talk about the Garden, last couple weekends ago, they did Bruins in the morning, Celtics at night, and then they set up for wrestling on Saturday. So having a concert in between, they could easily.
I'm
what
so
the
here
wrestling
for it.
was.
What
It wasn't
version
just
of
a normal
wrestling did
game.
you in Little Shoes of 10? Tell me
Yeah.
all
We saw
about it.
WWE Survivor Series.
Here we go.
Oh, Survivor
Oh.
Series, not
You need to
SummerSlam. Yeah,
understand though. Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
just switched off my thing. But so yeah, they had Celtics at night, and then the show we went to on Saturday, it was they had to set up 2 rings and then put a cage around both rings.
I love all of this.
Wow.
I just completely.
I
lost
can't believe you guys didn't get a hotel, go to the Bruins game, go to the Celtics game, and then watch Survivor Series. I mean,
What do you think we're made of money here?
Yeah.
well, I'm sure your dad paid for it. So
Sell 3 shirts and 2 pairs of dunks.
yeah, seriously. Yes, I do think you're made of money. Look behind
yes.
you.
Actually, if we walk around both of those rooms, yeah,
True,
Yeah,
good
you can
point.
find the
yeah,
money
we
for
could
it.
all go to
Kinda-
Sandals.
I
kind of
don't have a leg to stand
Yeah.
on here.
I like to stand on.
Oh my God.
Oh, boy.
No, in all seriousness, the Celtics are at an unbelievable level right now. Tatum and Brown are, definitely the best duo in the NBA. I
Tatum's
think they're
MVP.
both all NBA. Tatum is definitely an MVP candidate. And we don't even have Robert Williams back. And we beat Toronto, who's a tough team, really tough team,
Yep.
without Marcus Smart, without Al Horford, and of course without Robert Williams. So 3 of our starters are out, and we still beat Toronto. So I think the Celtics are just cruising. I think they're going to, I don't want to predict tonight's game because I'm a little bit nervous about it.
Uh-oh.
I heard Horford's
That's
going to be out for a little bit.
And Brogdon was out against the Raptors, so I don't know if he's better now or not. But
Rubber shoes, is that like extended load management or is that an injury?
I think I'll look it up right now.
And I love, going to throw this in there. I love that he extended for 2 years.
oh, me too. I love that.
I love it. I love it. And even if
happy.
we got 38% of him next
that's-
year and he's useless in the last year, I love that he's here. Love it.
Yeah,
It's not
same.
an injury. That's right. It's the health and safety protocol, which I thought they were all done with that stupid thing.
They did that mid-game last night for Anthony Davis.
The thing about it is, a lot of this is, in my view, a lot of it is just BS, right? Because they have to come up with a reason for the guys to be out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Al Horford. Okay, we don't want to make it look like he wants to take a couple of nights off, so we're going to put him in health and safety protocols. That's just the way it feels to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And so I think, Horford's probably fine. I'm sure he'll come back for the LA games. And I just don't know about Brogdon. Brogdon was legitimately out sick and it was not COVID related. So I don't know how bad it was. I don't know if he's done with it, if he's coming back tonight. They need him back because the best thing about the Celtics is the depth. And if you don't have Brogdon to spell Smart or Brown, if you don't have that depth, then the other guys we're in the similar situation that we were in with the finals last
I
year.
got to sit through
Where-
Luke Cornett highlights.
I mean, Luke Cornett, I love Luke Cornett. I mean, let's be
he's
honest.
playing good.
Luke Cornett.
He's playing good minutes.
He's playing great. Yeah, great minutes. And he's giving the thing is that he's not a liability on defense, which is what he was last year. Like if you threw him in last year, he was such a liability on defense. Now he's nowhere near Robert Williams level, but he is definitely serviceable on the
he's solid.
defensive end. Yeah. So
I
we just
love
have
One of
how-
my basketball players.
I love how that when Marcus has been out, that they've been putting Derek White as a starter and keeping Brogdon with the second group.
yeah.
I like that they've kept that. They haven't moved him into the starting lineup. I like him. Let him stay where he is. He's going to probably, I would say, has a good chance of getting 6th player of the year
Yeah.
this year, and keep him there and just have him run the second team. And it's been working great. And that's I mean, with them and the Bruins, it's basically right now it's really early. That's what scares me because they just got to stay healthy the rest of the year and into the playoffs, and they're gonna look pretty good heading into the playoffs. Both of these teams.
Brogdon is one of those underrated stories too for the Celtics because not only he's putting up, I don't know what he's averaging, but most nights he's putting up 20 points, right?
Yep.
And here's a guy who could start on any team in the NBA, and he's made it work. And he's a reserve, and he's like, I'm gonna give you what you need. And that's such an underrated thing. It never happens in the NBA anymore. You don't see guys doing that. And it's it's a testament to him, but also just the culture that the Celtics have built, because they have this guy who's willing to do that. And it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable if you do have a short-term Marcus Smart injury or a short-term even Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum injury, because you have that scoring off the bench.
And
So he's
It's good that winning, as long as they keep winning, if it there's no reason to make a stink, if things are going good and you're winning. But if things start to hit the skids at some point, then you might start getting to hear little rumbles from the back room.
But
there it is.
I'd say
Number
props
3.
to he doesn't get that many, but I have confidence in like someone like Blake being able to step up.
Yeah, he
He's
played
been
really
very
well
solid
against the
when he gets
Raptors.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been giving us good minutes, and he's such a good spot starter that like you don't worry that Horford's going to be out tonight. I guess you don't worry about that because you've got Griffin, and he's actually giving us good minutes, like really good minutes.
Yeah,
It's funny that you say that. I'm remembering back when Horford dunked on Giannis. And there's like I just had this this feeling. I feel like Blake is going to have this game or this moment in the playoffs that he does something like that.
Yeah,
like I feel like he's here for like a specific reason, and he's going to have a hand in the greatness of this team when the playoffs come.
This is kind of just a dump on the Knicks more, but like I don't know why.
By all means.
Wait, did I say the Knicks or the Nets? Sorry.
Yeah, you said the Knicks.
the Knicks.
Yeah,
but I
I
thought
meant
you
the
meant
Nets.
the
You
Nets.
meant the Nets, yes.
When they put him in against Tatum, like he was so good on ball against Tatum in the playoffs, and they just like they put him in for 10 minutes. He locked Tatum up and looked good on offense too, and then just didn't play him at all. Like he can step up in big moments.
How about the fact that he played for the Nets for 2 seasons and they did a tribute video to him when he came back?
That had
What
to
is
have been, like,
happening?
a mental game or something. I don't know. That was crazy.
That was hysterical. And he barely played for the Nets too. It's not like he played huge minutes for him for 2 years. He barely played for him. So, I mean, when we go to LA, if they do it, that's one thing. But
That's
the audio
that's
they
if we
played.
gave like
Go ahead.
Aaron Neesmith a highlight video or something.
yeah, right, exactly.
Right up there with Jerry Seaston. Yeah. So the audio they played the other day, it was from, I think it was post game, and it was interesting because you think of Al Horford as grandpa, and he is. You sort of forget Marcus. Here's the thing. If you're wondering who's been on the Celtics the longest, Marcus will remind you, right? And I love that. He deserves to be able to pound his chest and say that.
Yep.
And he had a very proud father moment where he was talking about Jalen and Jason coming into their own, and he's like, the more I can show up as a leader and facilitate that, the better we're going to be. And it's just funny because 20 minutes ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was for you chronologically, he was a guy like, oh my God, pass the ball, stop shooting, and stop getting technicals, right? And he's really matured. I think they all realize what they have the opportunity to do, and he's really showed up like, I'm going to facilitate their greatness. Like we all have to be on the same page. And Missoula also, we won't go down this wormhole, but it was really funny. Missoula was asked if he was flabbergasted by the fact that the royal family was at the game. And the actuality, as a Roman Catholic there, I said it, that was hysterical. I thought it was hysterical because the room got quiet. Because the room got very quiet when he said what he said. But I was like, oh, that was interesting.
Do you have the full quote, or I have to look it up?
I do not have the full quote. Well, every time I think that we should play something, I feel like we're going to get sued if we do. So if you want to bring it up and read it, I thought.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's what I was.
Jaylen Brown.
What's that?
Jaylen Brown asked about that.
Yeah, he was awesome because he's like, yeah, I don't care. It was another game.
They were like, how was it playing in front of royalty today? Like the woman asking was like super excited. He's like, yeah, I mean, it was just
another game.
Yeah,
and Joe's response was hysterical because he was stoic on purpose, of course, but he held it. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
He said, "I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one. Thank you." And then he said, "Hopefully, they're Celtics fans about the Royals."
When she first asked, though, he stoically said, "Jesus, Mary, and Joseph." And I didn't miss that. Okay. Oh, she awkwardly laughed. and the room got quiet,
Yeah.
and he stayed deadpan staring at her. And he goes, I'm only familiar with one royal family. Like
I love that.
he showed up.
I missed I'm
going to give him his flowers because in 2022 to show up just clearly show up as a Christian, it was sort of like, I'm like, wow, that doesn't.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for the canceled parade. Like, like people aren't offended or whatever, but it was pretty awesome. I loved it, And
Yeah,
I mean, in this day and age, I'm going to celebrate anybody standing up or revealing or being proud of or defending their faith. And I thought in that moment,
100%.
It's pretty funny.
Absolutely.
And then juxtapose that to Little Shoe's point of JB being like, yeah, it was another game. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not, and that's how locked in they are. That's the beauty of what Jalen said.
But also, like
The whole building
Maybe
could have
I
been on
sound like a
fire. We
weirdo,
have a
but-
game to win.
if I was
Right.
playing a pickup game and they were there, I wouldn't really care. If that I don't know.
They come to the
Right.
Lowell courts a lot, or
They're not our king and queen
I
or
don't know.
future
I don't
king and
give a
queen.
damn.
You know?
Dun, 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 dun. You got Little Shoes over there spinning the ball. Oh, boy. All right.
that don't impress me, British Royals.
Yeah.
That's
you-
funny.
Rubber shoes you have on the 12, right? Is that what you're wearing?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have the Leroy Selman shirt. I believe he is the other
I
great
have
Buccaneer.
I have a Leonard Fournette.
No, I bring that up because Alex, our dear friend Alex from the West Coast, who grew up in Florida, has a Leroy Selman shirt. He has the orange. Now, you know what the crime is? Before we get to the Patriots, which is where we're going to go next, and we'll wrap with
Which
the
is a
Bruins.
crime on the field.
What?
Oh,
The Patriots offense.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, hold your thought. It feels as if Brady will not be around
For the creamsicle.
for the creamsicle shirts, which what I guess my fascination, and not really, why those idiots in Tampa? Everybody else went to the second helmet. Even we figured it out.
I feel
it's-
we've read this conversation maybe 18 times on this show.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
I want to
joking.
say it one more time. They should have looked. They should have looked at the length of Brady's contract. Why are they waiting to do the creamsicle shirts and the actual Buccaneer?
Yeah.
They should have done it this year. They would have sold so many
Saved me
shirts.
$130.
What's that?
Saved me $130.
that's
He already
that's
had
a
it
ringside
spent.
seat at Survivor
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah,
Oh, those
which
are
I
like
love.
free,
The
at
profit-and-loss statement at the Corey household. There's a whole tab in their QuickBooks for foolish spending. Right, like it was earmarked for stupidity. Like, yes, if they drop the creamsicle shirt, I'm all in. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they might.
Oh,
so
that's good.
instead of the creamsicle, there could be a Griffin jersey in the Corey household.
Oh yeah, I tried
That's
talking
weird.
him into that.
Yeah.
Can
You
you
just saw it at the pro shop.
you can buy a Brady jersey, a Brady orange creamsicle jersey right now.
Oh, you can
Not
build
real,
it.
though.
Well, it's like right here. I don't know. I just googled it just
Probably
out of
a-
curiosity.
foo-foo.
Yeah, I don't think it's a real one.
Back to
Oh, maybe
we were
not
in the pro
official.
shop, and they had Tatum, Brown, and then Brogdon and Griffin. Those were the 4 jerseys.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Griffin intrigued me because I have a Shaq jersey from when he had his little jaunt in the
And I
Celtics.
think that's cool.
So I think the Griffin jersey would
Yeah,
be
but then
pretty-
you have to wear a 91. That sucks.
I
You
like
wanna
high
wear a
numbers.
91.
I'm a
Oh, I
hockey
hate it.
guy. I like high numbers like that.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. I mean, in basketball, it's so weird for them to have such high numbers. I hate that.
I feel like we could attract a whole different demographic if we start a series with Rubber Shoes called "Coming Out of the Closet." Right?
Oh!
Yeah,
I don't
and
know
we'll
about
just.
that
I mean,
I'll
Might-
make the
might-
logo.
Might get some different type of viewers on it. Who's on it?
Rubber shoes. Will you do that show?
What? So it'll be wearing all the different jerseys in my closet? Is that
well,
what it
yeah.
is?
You have
well,
a jersey, yeah.
and obviously to facilitate the excitement, you'll do it in a thong. That's also yeah.
I'm not gonna give you that one. That was.
I'm not gonna give you that.
Sorry.
Tyler's like,
then
I'm
we'll really
moving.
find out if it's little Billy shoes or
Tyler's
not.
like, I'm moving out.
I'm moving. Oh my God! What the Patriots played last week? Did that?
So,
Well, can we like?
by the way,
that?
you asked
Yes.
about these marks on the wall. So we haven't
Oh,
fixed
oh,
this.
we're
That
back.
was like, yeah, that was last week. But go ahead. Yeah.
We're gonna be renovating this room, so we're not
Oh,
Oh, studio upgrade.
yes.
by episode. What are we shooting for? Episode 200.
100? Oh, episode 200.
Oh,
Oh,
100.
Dude, we haven't
There we
hit
go.
one yet. Calm down.
Oh, really?
All right.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I know you've done
I'm
the
like on-
rant and wrap
I'm
up
like
for.
on episode 500 for the wrap up. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We know, and we love you for that. But we have not hit 100
course.
yet for the actual
Okay.
show. Yes.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So maybe.
We're-
Well, I know we're hopefully gonna do it live from
AAA work trucks. Yes, we're gonna go
But
offend our
we should have-
sponsors
I
in
should have
person.
this room done by around that time. And then
All right.
I'm looking forward to it. Or do we have a preview? Do we have drawings yet or anything? No.
no.
Oh.
I think the color might be picked out already.
So episode 101, tons of fun, live from Lowell. Are we all
Yeah.
gonna cram in?
So you'll be
Yes!
able to see all the different. We'll have primer on the wall one week.
Yes. Oh my God,
So
this
all,
is magic.
all this stuff behind me is going to be coming down, and
Oh my
out of
God.
I
it.
love
And my,
all of
my
this.
room's going to look like Timmy's room.
Yeah. No,
Air,
really.
air back.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah,
There it is.
it's going to look
Beautiful.
like that for a few months, I think.
I like that.
Yeah.
You're out of focus now, though. That's the problem.
Oh.
If
you
he if he
Now
turned
you're
that
good. You're
camera
good.
around though, it's his whole rest of his office is filled with stuff.
Yeah. I mean, shall we do it? Do you want me to do it?
Let's do
Actually,
it. Let's
I
do
know.
it.
Hang on. I feel like stand by because I'm gonna. This is one of the cool
Gonna
things.
do it to the phone.
If you have an iPhone, you can switch it over, which I will do. Stand by.
Okay.
Go here. All right. So, yeah, we go. So now you're on my desk. Okay. There's a couple of cans. There's the inflatable phone I always grab. Right.
Yeah, nothing's showing up.
I didn't switch it over. I apologize. Stand by. Dear Lord.
Was
I've
very
got it
awkward.
switched. Why is it not dumping in? Hang on. Oh, I've got to go here. I apologize, guys. Hang on. Now we're good, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, there we go. I apologize. We just got electricity in New Hampshire. I'm sorry. All right, so there's my desk. This is everything in front of me. There's the mic. There's you guys. There are the TVs. There's Chuck Kramer screaming, anybody can sell their house. And that was on ESPN, but it goes to the fish tank every once in a while. But this is the whole space. Yeah.
Yep.
That's where Scotty Dukes was sitting when he was here for Pi Day. Yeah. That's the whole thing. But
Is
you
that
guys
the
get
same
this.
office? That's the same office where I did. I think it was our first episode. I was live in there, right?
No, that was across the hall. That was out that door and across the hall.
The other office.
Yeah, it's across the
okay.
hall. All right, now we'll switch this because now I'm getting vertigo. Hang on, stand by. All right. Are we back? We're back now.
Back.
Was that helpful for anybody?
Yeah.
That was great.
It-
Yeah.
Do you get your
the
stockings
office
filled?
isn't just plain and gray.
Yeah, that little stocking on the door, Adam, has a little T on it. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Look at how excited the fat kid got. Hang on. Yeah. I saw one of my agents, and they think that I can't see because it's obviously frosted for privacy.
Yeah.
For when I'm doing my drugs.
Obviously.
Yeah, little Tootsie Roll.
Oh,
yeah,
very
very
nice.
excited.
Right
Yeah,
in the
yep,
stocking.
yep.
All right.
Yep, and we got the emotional support chicken in here.
Yep. Oh,
Yep.
oh, I
See?
like it.
Labeled.
Yep. Properly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very important.
Oh,
And then of course I never wear these because my setup. I don't get feedback from you guys if I don't need to wear these.
yeah.
But I do wear these. I made calls today. I have to tell you. It's so different putting them on because I can hear everything perfectly now. I decided we got the report. Any of our avid listeners have obviously figured out that I work at a real estate company. So we get the report, and we have like the top-down report of all of our agents year to
Yeah.
date. So obviously we're closing on the end of the year. So we ran the report, and I started calling. Now the problem is, spoiler alert, I'm senile. If you're on the call, Tyler, you get a pass. If you're on the call and you remember Carvel,
Of course.
raise your hand. Yes.
Yes.
And you remember their most famous cake.
Fudgy the Whale.
I appreciate
Yeah, I
that.
think Fudgy the Well might be more popular.
But you were looking for somebody else.
What about Cookie Puss?
Cookie
Don't
Puss.
you remember Cookie Puss? Cookie Puss is everybody's favorite.
You
Yeah.
boys made a song about it.
So I called like all of our agents, congratulating them. One of my agents was in the car with a client, and I'm on the dashboard. Right now, you have to also remember my agents, and this particular agent was on the cusp of not knowing who Cookie Puss was, but did.
Okay.
Her clients are millennials. No
Oh,
idea.
no.
So all they know is that somebody from like the executive leadership team is calling to congratulate them using this.
Ridiculous voice.
Going by the moniker Cookie Puss.
Cookie Puss. Oh
So-
my God, that's hysterical.
As you can imagine. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
man.
Patriots Bills. What a game.
Oh my God. We're back.
Ah,
We're back.
rubber
All right.
shoes.
Yeah.
Little
well,
shoes.
We're awake. We're awake.
No, let's bring it back. I appreciate that.
We're back to reality.
We
There's
finished
a lot
the
of Cookie
tour.
Puss
Yeah.
discussion that needs to happen, though.
Well,
Maybe
Well,
all
here's
the
the thing.
Cookie Puss
We're-
at some
That's
point.
on the extras.
we're
tape.
closing in on an hour, and we also don't have Ava coming down to end the show. So
True,
there's a
true.
little freedom. There's a little freedom.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, how did everybody feel about the fact that Mac was clearly, verbally,
Just off.
and visually upset with the play calling? Who's happy about it?
Love
Do
it.
you know the exact quote, by the way, just before we talk about
Yeah, lay it on us.
it? It was
Apologize to your grandmother, then lay it on us.
no, I'll use letters, not expletives.
Oh, he's going to use fudge. Okay.
I could use that too. The run game effing sucks. Throw the effing ball. It was that simple.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep. So here's my
Presumably
excitement.
Matt Patricia.
And then I'm going to let the smart people talk. I'm excited about the fact, and please understand, as a Boston College fan, I would love to have a bad year at Alabama. With Alabama on the current struggle bus and outside of the conversation, Billy O'Brien, I feel, is more available. Billy O'Brien would not be moving to a head coaching job, I don't think, even though Primetime just got Colorado. I think he's moving to an OC position, and I think the door is open for him to come back. I think what Bill said the other day, that right now is not the time to make a change, means he's thinking about making a change. Also fascinating is Kraft said last year, it was he sort of verbalized, I don't know the exact quote, but Bobby Kraft said playoffs are bust. So if and then I'm going to shut up and let you guys disagree with me because that's the basis of the show. If I am at one Foxborough Place right now, or one Patriot Place in Foxborough, I apologize. If I were Jonathan Kraft's immediate report, I would say, Jonathan, you need to get on the phone with LBJ, right? Sorry, LBJ. OBJ, sorry. You need to get on the phone with Odell and convince him to choose us. And I know it's a fait accompli. He's probably going to the Cowboys. If we can
There's
get him...
an update. They're afraid to get him now, by the way. So that might not even happen.
Who?
The
OBJ.
Cowboys.
Okay. I would love if we could convince, and I don't, like, if he does or doesn't come here, but I think big scheme, you get him to come here. You also have to have Belichick go to Bob Kraft and say, we're going to decide to not be great. We're going to talk to OBJ. We're going to, the old moniker of suck for luck. We're going to decide to not be great, so we advance ourselves in the draft opportunity. We're going to get Bill O'Brien to come home, back to us, the last offensive coordinator that Mac was successful with. And then you use all of that to convince a great top 10 draft pick, or maybe 11, so you don't have to spend top 10 money, and get the other side of the field wide receiver to come join us because Jacoby Myers is absolutely leaving. Fight with me, and I love you all. Yep.
I don't have much to say, but I'll just say a short one here. If I'm getting that low in the draft, I just would like to throw it out there. It is a pretty good pretty good draft QB class looking like, if I'm being honest. So I'd honestly just rather do that. But
In
hey, that's
honor
just
of
me.
Uncle Dugan, I would love to get Max Dugan. Yes, sure. Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
So since Timmy, you're in that office,
you
and
could trade,
obviously
like,
don't hear
Zach and
anything
Zappy
all
for
day
some
long.
decent stuff,
They
and then spend new
so the
quarterbacks.
rumors are, yes, that he could possibly come here, but there's also rumors that Josh McDaniels could beat you to the punch and offer him the OC job in Vegas, and which has a better core group.
Oh, I
of
thought you meant Odell.
offensive
I was
players.
like, what's
That's what
happening?
I said too at first.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
No.
All right,
So,
I'm back.
Billy O'Brien.
Yeah. Okay.
Billy O'Brien could be offered the OC job at Vegas, and then also they're saying that the head coach of the Chargers could lose his job, and he could be offered the head coaching job from the Chargers.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
I have to say though, are we putting too many eggs in that basket? Because
What, O'Brien?
Brady makes everybody look good, right? I mean, he made Bruce Arians look good.
Yeah, but
Like,
no,
let's be
but-
honest.
So
Did he though? Did he?
Billy O'Brien
Well,
won.
you know what I
won
mean.
the
He
playoff game with not Field Yates. That's the
Field
report.
Yates.
But yeah, TJ
Jerry
Yates.
Seastein was the name you were looking for. Yeah.
Jerry
So,
Seasting, yeah.
yeah.
Lots of
Is it-
shout outs to him.
TJ Yates, he was a quarterback for the Houston Texans. He won a playoff game with him and with another subpar quarterback. Like, he had Watson for a while and at the Texans, but he won a couple playoff games with subpar quarterback. So they
I just don't see
I
how
still
an
don't think he's a
offensive
good
coordinator makes us. I mean, I see how an offensive coordinator makes us marginally better, but not like Super Bowl better, right?
Dude,
I don't-
dude, right now, Patriots fans, and I say this, I'm gonna name you, but I'm
Yes.
gonna pick anybody from our staff. If Adam grabbed a visor and a clipboard, the Patriots offense would run better.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
blaming
true,
me,
that's true,
Little
but-
Shoes, Little Billy Shoes, Uncle Dukes, Big Nate, Logan, my three cats. Like, my fattest, most obese feline, Pickles. I would rather have her. I would put like snacks on different play. Almost like, remember, what was it, 10-yard fight? And you went in real quick and just picked one of the 4 plays? That would work better than Matt Patricia. And don't get me wrong, Matt Patricia, smart guy. I get it. He's got the pencil in a digital age. That number 2 pencil over his ear. Rant coming. I love all of you. The number 2 pencil over his ear in the digital age. Dude, what are you writing on? You're holding a laminated sheet of pre-printed plays. You fucking maniac, right? Like, I have a remarkable this. There's no lead in it. You know what there's lead in? Our fucking offense right now.
Oh,
I think he's a great chef in the wrong kitchen.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
you
Like,
figure
he's a smart
even-
guy, but you just sent that. It would be like making, Tim Lindsay, he'd be a great librarian. Do you realize his skill set? He yells all day. He doesn't belong in a quiet place, you assholes. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
my.
Mother Corey. Happy holidays. I mean, honest to baby Jesus, what are we doing? Billy O'Brien would be a huge leap for us
I agree.
and an attractor.
You realize that even with Zach Wilson as their quarterback for half the season, the Jets are still ahead of us in the standings.
Yeah. Yep.
The Jets have a much better defense than we do, though. So let's be real about it. It's not just a better offense.
Well, but there's the other side of the coin. Is insert nepotism times 12. Is the undecisiveness of who is running the defense our best option either?
Our defense has looked bad the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they played
that's what
real
I'm saying.
teams.
I don't
So
think his son is
maybe
our
we
best
just have
choice.
to blow it up. Maybe we have to blow it up and start over. I mean,
But-
But we
none of
have
us are
to,
that
like-
hot on Mac Jones, right? We're all well. I won't speak for everybody, but I'm off the Mac Jones bus. I
I'm
think
off, but I
the
also-
defense is slow and just stuck in mud half the time, with the exception of Judon. And Ramondre Stevenson's the only bright spot on offense that we have. So why don't we just blow the thing up and let's go? Let's,
I love
let's
that you're
start
saying
over.
this. On my ride home last night, talking to Uncle Dugan, Bobby Dugan the second angriest man in North America behind Belichick wants Belichick gone.
Yeah.
What?
So
He's
that
done.
was a big
He's
big thing on
He's
talk
done.
radio yesterday. Is
Yep.
that a lot of people are saying
Are we done
they
here?
would blow it up.
Wow.
Some people want to blow it up, Belichick and Mac Jones. Some people want to give Mac Jones a chance with some real coordinators again.
Yes.
Because they're
But
not letting Mac throw the ball.
yeah, a lot of people are like, Belichick, I think it's time for him to go.
Well,
So-
and the argument, 2 seconds, Adam. The argument that, well, Mac Jones did good at Alabama because he was surrounded by talent. Have you met the NFL?
Exactly.
Where do the college kids go? like NIL, transfer portal, that is free agency, and that is salary
Right.
or contract. Like, it's the same game. I think if you surround him with the right people, and dude, on bravado, and does he have the Joe Burrow bravado? No. Am I worried about that? No. Do I think there's potential with this kid with the right coordinator and with the right talent around him? We haven't given them that opportunity. He started to shine when they plugged him back into the Zappy offense that they decided to install when he got hurt. The offense changed. The scheme changed. Now it's predictable. We've heard for the last 5 weeks the offense saying the defense knows what we're calling. Yeah, because Matt Patricia, out of his element, great chef Ron Kitchen, is calling like student body left, student body right. We're back to 10-yard fight. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and you're dealing with a fan base that expects a parade every friggin' winter.
Right.
And he's not cut out for this.
He's been in those parades, for God's sakes.
Correct.
Right.
It's just, and especially if you look at the NFL right now, some of the teams that are leading the way, you got to at least, even if Mac Jones ends up being like sucky, at least give him like that proper chance to show if he is or not. Because Tua looked shaky, and the office said, all right, we'll get him Tyreek Hill. We got Jalen Waddle. If this is his make or break, he's given the best opportunity to succeed, and he's an MVP candidate now.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts, they got A.J. Brown. This is his opportunity to succeed. He got a star, and they're killing it.
Yep.
Joe Burrow was very talented, but he has T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, who are fantastic. And
Money.
He's able to deliver with the talent around him.
Well,
So this is the.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, sorry. This is the Brady hangover, right? Because Brady made it work with anybody that you had on the field at any time.
now we're
So
afraid to
he
get
was.
people.
He never had really, not never, but for the most part of his career, he didn't have any number one receivers that were really worth their salt. I mean, you could say Edelman. Everybody will say Edelman, but Edelman, you put Edelman on any other team, he's not Edelman, right? I mean, I hate to say it.
Edelman, Troy Brown.
And a piece
Right,
of that.
Troy Brown, exactly.
And a piece of that was Brady's willingness to leave a ton of money on the table.
Yes.
To surround him, not with like 3 superstars, but a bunch of above average talent.
Right. Right.
Brady was the cover up that covered all the warts.
Yes.
And he is gone. And to Little Shoe's point, if we have an opportunity right now where you can put this kid in a position, and I'll use a golf analogy. Anybody who golfs knows that. Just look at me. I should not be hitting Pro V1s. I'm waiting for Rubber Shoes to laugh. The reason
I lose Pro V1s all the time too. So
the reason
He
and
smirked.
Shameless plug to one of our friends because I buy golf balls from him all the time. Lost Golf Ball. It's lostgolfballs.com. He's out of Texas. He sells refurbished golf balls, and I buy Pro V1s. Why do I do it? Do I deserve to hit a Pro V1, the greatest ball on the planet? No, I do it so I can't blame the golf ball. The doctor can't blame the scalpel. Right now, Mac Jones is allowed to blame the staff, the coaches, and the talent surrounding him. You put him, to Little Shoe's point, you put him in an environment where we have robust talent and an offensive coordinator that knows what they're doing, and I bet you he shows up.
Yeah, I think it's too soon to rebuild because I feel like rebuilding and figuring out is drafting a new quarterback.
Too soon to rebuild. We're 3 years into this.
Like if we walk it back,
I'm saying
this kid. Go ahead.
Your fresh start was getting Mac Jones. I think it would be a waste to not at least give him a really good opportunity for us to be good.
Yep.
like
I hear you.
we're
I
like
hear you.
halfway there. I feel like cutting it away would be too soon, especially with proper coaching. Like we have a lot of talent on defense. We have like decent offensive options. If we just got 1 or 2 stars, we would be in pretty good shape. If we have an actual decent coaching staff.
You're asking McCorkle Jones, great first name. You're asking McCorkle Jones to replace the greatest player the NFL has ever seen.
Cam Newton.
Yep.
Yes. So,
Right.
and back to Little Shoe's point, like you can't say, oh, blah, blah, blah. He earned the right to start at Alabama. Are they scraping the bottom of the barrel for quarterbacks?
Correct.
course not.
They put stock into that. That was a
Nick
top pick.
Saban found that he was his best opportunity. He delivered a national championship with a team at the time, and I would say right now at what are they 9-2? Right,
Alabama?
They finished 9-2, or I'm sorry, 10-2. What did they finish?
10. They had 2 losses. Yeah.
Yeah, 10-2. A 10-2 Alabama team right now, and I know we've fought about this before, could beat 50% of the NFL.
Oh, no doubt.
Rubber
No
Shoes
doubt.
fights with. All right, give me the number, Rubber Shoes. 25%. They would beat the Patriots today. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I figure
I take Bama right now, plus 14 over the Patriots.
every NFL team has a stud college player at every position.
Okay.
Alabama has probably 7, 8 players that are going to be in the NFL. So you're going against a team that has 22 elite college players versus 7, 8 elite college players. I don't think
You
would.
think the Patriots could beat
Yeah.
Alabama tomorrow
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
neutral
Of
field?
course.
Nope.
I think that's a crazy take.
Yeah.
There's levels to it. Even if
I mean,
someone,
wow.
Whoa.
Adam
What is
left the
that?
show.
What is that?
Welcome back. Yeah.
Sorry.
like a decent to sucky-ish player in the NFL is leagues above a player that's on Alabama that doesn't get drafted into the league.
I would take Bama over the Pats tomorrow all day.
Same.
1,000%.
Yep.
1,000%.
Well, let's
I
do.
don't know how we get
Will
off
Matt
on weird
Patricia be
tangents like
calling the plays? If Matt
Dude, have
Patricia's
you met
calling
the
plays?
show? Little Shoes is wondering how we got here. Welcome.
We've been talking about 3M strips for about 25 minutes. I think we're-
You've been busy with Little Heels for a few weeks. Welcome back.
Oh,
No, there's no little heels.
Oh, we got some weird people in the chat right now.
Oh yeah, we're getting
yeah, we do.
spammed.
Abishu, stop tweeting.
As soon as we go over an hour,
Yeah, people start to jump
yeah, we've got hot girls are
That's our
waiting
sign
here.
to-
Yeah.
That's our sign to wrap this up.
in. Yeah, right.
So that's either somebody in Europe or Mother Shoes has a casserole waiting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mother shoes. Well, we did learn a lot today. We learned that Rubber Shoes' new nickname is Little Billy Shoes,
I love it.
which I like.
You know what? What people don't realize is at some point during the show, I have to figure out what the name of the show is because we titled the
Yeah.
show after the
Yep.
show. It's done. It's a fait accompli. It's done.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah, it's all
Of course,
done.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Super simple.
Right.
Big Nate and Little Billy.
I
Episode
love it.
whatever this is. Yep. It is
Yeah.
what it is. Yep.
273.
Are we talking Bruins before we go, or does Little Shoes have a? How is Little Heels, by the way?
Oh,
Non-existent.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
an
I just
old,
sent
old
you a
story.
text, Timmy. Timmy, I just sent you a text.
Oh, he did? Huh. Anyways.
Oh, I love you, buddy. I didn't mean to bring up a sore subject, or is it a good
Oh,
subject?
it's not stored. Oh, we're living.
Yeah.
Oh, we're living. I love this kid. So many muches. Oh, she's been out of the mix for a while.
Yeah.
All right. It is what it is. So, ladies,
so
jump on
so
Bumble.
he's the one that said
jump on
hot
Bumble,
girls are
jump
waiting
on
here.
Hinge.
Guys.
Look for 6'6" and dangerous. His name is Little Shoes.
Swipe right, baby. Swipe right.
Yeah. Swipe right. All the dunks that you can eat.
All right. So
And I don't mean
with the
donuts.
Bruins, is anyone
Oh.
pissed off that the home winning streak was to Cassidy?
I feel like it was serendipitous, personally.
Yeah. At least
Again,
they made.
it's
at least
very-
they came back. Yeah, I mean, when they were losing
Yeah.
3-0,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh Jesus, are you
Well,
kidding me?"
14 things. I'm going to start with the first two. the bubble bursting is good for us, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And at the same time, it is very Matt Patricia. Great chef Ron Kitchen. Right? Like he wasn't a fit for us. He's clearly a fit for the NHL. He's talented. I also loved when they played his tribute video, which you could argue, was it not long enough? I felt like it was almost a little too short. I don't know what the right timing is, but he did a great job while he was here. And you could see his eyes get watery. And I love that he tapped his heart. He's a good dude. And he's doing a great job with them. And like he said, he was great in the post game because he came in and pissed all over the litter box and left. God bless him, because he beat us. He's like, he didn't say it, but he's like, I'm excited for the opportunity to see you guys in the spring. Yeah. I mean, he's a great coach. It just didn't work here with the personalities. That's why Krejci went and took some time off in Europe with his family. He's back now. And we have an obnoxious team right now. Like, they pass the puck through the slot over to Pasta, it's a goal. As long as that puck gets to him. Like that, it's unbelievable. And the only the struggle bus the other night, I think, correct me because I'm probably wrong, because that's what I do on the show, was Swayman. Like Olmark being out, Olmark's been hot, and Swayman being in was the struggle bus, I think. I think he wasn't ready for the magnitude of that
because
moment.
I had to flip over to the Celtics and the football.
Oh,
game.
I
he's
love
at
the
it
anger.
again.
I love the
Oh,
anger.
my
I love it.
God.
Get him a 4-prong cane. He's waving it at the clouds. Yep.
I mean,
Oh
they
my
have
God.
to.
Me and
They
Rubber
have
Shoes
to
watching
check with the
Stanley
other.
Waldo for sports
They
radio.
check with
Yep.
the other leagues, right?
watching
Because they have
Survivor
to see if
Series.
the other league is playing at the Garden that night when they're doing these schedules, right? They have to
He's
check.
on it. He's still
So-
talking about it.
I
Rubber shoes,
There
you gotta
have-
let it go, man.
It's like the first quarter of the seasons, and they've had probably 10 nights that they've played the same. It's ridiculous.
It's
And
ridiculous.
then last night we had nobody to watch, and tonight they're all playing again.
Put a Christmas movie on or something, Rubber Shoes, and just relax. It's okay. It's all right.
Tyler usually puts wrestling on and puts me right to sleep.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. I enjoy wrestling,
Hour
but
and
when
a
he
half.
puts it on the TV, it knocks me out.
AEW, is that what it is? or-
Whoa. If you go to Rafter Wrestling in downtown Lowell at the Pulaski Club,
Yes.
sitting next to an octogenarian woman with a 4-prong cane with dirty tennis balls, you're wide awake.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But if your son,
Not
God
on the
bless him,
couch.
if your son puts it on in 8K at your house with all of the creature comforts,
It
you
knocks
can't
me
stay
out.
awake.
It's the
Oh
recliner.
my God.
Yeah.
I'm out.
We're brought to you by our friends at AAA Work Trucks. We appreciate you joining us.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Can I get a
Oh,
plug in?
one other
Of
thing.
course you can. I'm joking. Go ahead.
So I had texted out everyone on the show that
shit.
I will be doing the
Yes.
Beef Fit Challenge at the
Nice.
Boston Garden February 5th for the Lowell Fire Department, and we are raising money for the New England Firefighter Cancer Fund.
I love that.
So I had posted a link on the ATB show Facebook page, also on my own Facebook page. So if anyone is looking to do some donations before the end of the year, you can click on the links and go to my donation page, and I would greatly appreciate it.
That was my question. This goes through D31. Yeah, December 31st.
I'm assuming you can still donate after that.
Okay.
Because it's not until
For tax
February 5th.
purposes, right?
So I'm sure you can donate next year. But if you want to get your, tax write-offs at the end of this year.
So I noticed one of our fellow civil servants from Chelmsford did $100.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I thanked him this morning.
Officer DeVoe. God bless
Yep.
him. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
If you're in Worcester and you're getting arrested, you do not want him to kick your door in. Yes, I can tell you that much. Yeah. Like what is the term they use? What is the layman's term? Brick shit house? Yeah, that's Matt DeVoe. Yep. 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 God bless him. So anyway, are we good?
I think so.
Do we
I'm
think
good.
dude, what Adam,
Covered a
what's
lot
going
of
on with
ground.
your lighting?
What do you mean? Oh no, just one of my daughters came down and then went upstairs and shut the light off. Forgot I was down here, I guess.
Oh.
Oh, so So either Molly or Charlotte
Yes.
replaced Ava this week.
Yes. Yeah, she was like, Mom's got dinner on the table. I don't know why you're not up here, so I'm shutting the
What's
light
for
off.
dinner? I'm going to elongate this shit. What do we got?
I think we're doing American chop suey tonight.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
no burgers and tots here.
For Uncle Dukes, who couldn't be here because he's cutting cake with Big Nate. Happy 13th
Yes.
to Big
Happy
Nate.
birthday, Big Nate.
For
Happy birthday,
Little Billy
Nate.
Shoes. For Little Shoes. For Adam and for myself, we appreciate you joining us. ATBshow.com. Brought to you by our friends at AAA Work Trucks. Please share, like, subscribe, and comment. We will see you next week. I don't know what night we're doing next week. I think we're on course to do Wednesday. I'm
I think
pretty
so.
sure. Above and beyond that, enjoy Boston sports. We appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in and around the intertubes. Thank you.